But for the last few months, it seems like they build something up, get your hopes up, and then fuck you. And I'm getting really tired of it. And I don't know why they do it. Do they just have no perception of what people want? Is Vince McMahon correct. Evil?
Yes.
Or
all the answers are yes.
I'm assuming Vince McMahon's evil. He seems like a supervillain.
Yeah, we were saying that the only chance WWE has is when Vince dies. But by that point...
Not that we're wishing death on him.
No, I'm absolutely not. In fact, I'm virtually certain that when Vince dies, he will have perfected the technology to put his brain in a jar. Yeah,
I said he was going to just, do the Walt Disney thing and preserve his head so that it can continue giving orders.
He will live forever, I'm convinced. So I'm not wishing harm on him at all. Quite the opposite.
It'll just make him more angry.
Yeah, no, he'll just be pissed off. So may his mortal vessel continue forever. The next match, this is one of those where I was in my blind hatred. Was the Bellas versus a wider shade of crazy shade of pale, AJ versus Paige. Mm-hmm. This match was.
It happened.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible.
Yeah,
but it wasn't great.
That's another one where I'm like, eh.
I mean, I'm just not a fan of the Bellas. I don't think they're great wrestlers, really. And here's the problem. I really, really want to like Paige. I really do. I love her look. Obviously, I've got the whole goth thing in common with her. But I've never seen her do anything spectacular. She's never done anything that impressed me. And my biggest problem with every female wrestler in WWE right now, at least on Raw or SmackDown, is that you get two options for your theme. You get either bitch or you get crazy bitch. There are no good guys. There's no heroes. There's no one for me to root for because they're just going to have a slap fight as soon as one of them fucks up.
What's funny is you're kind of saying what I've been saying, but you haven't been watching my show.
I don't watch your show.
I know that. But it's like you are where I've
something that has been pissing me off for months, though. Like, I like wrestling, and I can understand that there's going to be some TNA in there. I get it. I like the female body too. These are very pretty women, but I want it to be more than just looking at them as pinup models. I want a hero. I want a woman who can...
No, you can't do that.
Shut your pie hole.
That's not my fault.
I know, it's Vince McMahon. There's no heroes, and I'm guessing the Bellas are the heels in this, and that Paige and AJ are the baby faces, but you can't tell because the second one of them gets pissed, they just get into a fucking fight with each other.
But they get over it next week.
Yeah. They act... This is like somebody saw Mean Girls and decided that was going to be every diva's personality.
Well, no, because Mean Girls actually has continuity. When they get angry at each other, they stay angry at each other.
Yeah. In this one, it's just like... Everyone just is crazy. And I hate it. Let me have at least one woman who can be honorable and shake hands when they lose and not be crazy.
No, Roman Reigns. Just no.
I'm sure he'd make a lovely lady, but
he is. His hair is gorgeous.
His hair is very nice.
Bailey.
And again, we'll get to the NXT stuff soon. We have to get to that once we get to Raw.
Okay.
We can't start that now.
This match I'm almost convinced was a comedy match. Because this match was goofy. Weird psychology, if you want to call it that, where Paige was the one getting beat up on. And every time she was I was going to say every time she was going for the tag, but no. The entire match, AJ was on the floor.
Yeah, pretty much.
So at the beginning of the match, one of the Bellas just ran up and punched AJ in the face, who fell off the apron and laid on the floor dead.
Yeah, she wasn't even moving. It wasn't even like writhing in pain. She just
unmoving.
Laid there.
She sold it like death.
Like, if you're selling it that hard, you'd think that the ref would, check on her, or they'd send medics out, because she wasn't moving.
I've never seen selling this weird. Mm-hmm. Well, not never, but just at the beginning of the match, punch, fell, on the floor, Dead.
For a good, like, 2-3 minutes.
2-3 minutes. And then she would get up on the apron like, oh, what the fuck?
Then someone would hit her again.
And then the Bella would run up and be like, punch, fall, dead, face down on the mat. And then Paige would like would make a comeback and then look for the tag, and AJ's gone.
Yeah.
Because she's on the mat.
She's not there, she's on the fucking floor.
Dead. And then, the Bellas would cut her off and start beating her up again, and then AJ would climb up on the apron again like, oh, what the fuck? And then, like, they would throw, like, one of the Bellas would be, like, Irish whipped. The Paige would Irish whip one of the Bellas right into AJ. Fall over on the floor. Mm-hmm. Dead. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this was a comedy match. Mm-hmm. She spent the entire match, this was like an 8-minute match. She spent 6 of them dead. Mm-hmm. Like, usually when you're selling something like that, like, let's say I was doing this and I'm on the apron and I got hit in the face and I am supposed to fall on the floor for like 2 minutes acting hurt. Mm-hmm. If I get punched in the face, I'd be like grabbing my ankle like, oh, fuck! No, really, because like, if I can't get on the apron to get my tag, let's say I fell off the apron and I twisted my ankle, that's what I would be selling. Or maybe like, just like, I hurt my head really.
Sorry, I was just laughing at the image of you getting punched in the face and then grabbing your ankle.
Because I fell and I twisted my ankle.
Sure.
No, it hit me in the face so hard it traveled down my body. It damaged my brains. Whatever. Shut up. I actually would... my wrestling would be so bad, I would sell it that badly. Probably. I would panic. It'd be my first match.
Oh, my... which part hurts again? Ankle! Ah!
So yeah, I would get punched in the face, immediately start selling my ankle. But yeah, I wouldn't sell it like death. She was face down.
Yeah.
Spread-eagled. Mm-hmm. Like a corpse.
And nobody checked on her.
No. But I would be on there going like, oh, fuck!
Usually they roll around a little, you look at them, they look hurt.
And like
she was just kind of like taking a nap down there.
Yeah, trying to crawl up the stairs, like kind of like, oh, fuck, motherfucker, like...
Yeah, none of that, none.
No, and then all of a sudden she would just like get up, skip up the stairs, and then she would make the tag. And what was funny was, the last time she was comatose, she ran up to the apron, made the tag, and was 100%. Mm-hmm. She was doing her shit, she'd skip around, hip toss, clothesline, do her thing when she did the Black Widow, and then, and like she had never been killed 3 times.
Yeah, she sold so hard, and yet then she was completely fine.
Like, if you had been knocked comatose 3 times, you'd think she'd be like...
Yeah. Like, if they wanted AJ to stay fresh to do, everything else, then sure, have one of the Bellas interfere, but don't knock her the fuck out.
She was knocked out! Dead! It was almost to the point, it was either this is comedy, or AJ's turning heel.
I think it's faking just that pretty much every Diva match is comedy, not even intentionally, but... Yeah.
This was bad. Like, people are saying this was bad.
I'm just getting irritated that, like, with the Paige AJ team up, AJ almost always gets the win because she does the Black Widow. Whereas Paige, what are even her moves?
She has the Paige turner, which is a cradle. She actually has very good moves.
I've never seen her do anything.
She has like a cradle DDT, which is very good, but people kick out of it, which is stupid.
Like I keep telling Noah that I really, really wish I could go back and see Paige when she was in NXT, because apparently she was really good there.
I don't think the earliest episodes of NXT are online. At least I don't think so.
Because I keep hearing that she's a good wrestler, but I haven't seen it. She looks really cool. She's got a great theme song. She's got a great attitude when she's not being a crazy bitch. Mm-hmm. But I haven't seen any spectacular wrestling from her at all. Like, I don't like AJ in her personality, but that's not her fault. Again, they get assigned crazy bitch personalities. But she's a pretty good wrestler, and her finisher is really cool. The Black Widow is awesome.
If you saw Paige's submission, it's called the PTO, which is it's basically like a sharpshooter, but it's a sharpshooter where she actually like picks you up. Mm-hmm. It looks really fucking painful. It's great. Like,
the only thing I've ever seen from Paige is her, like, titillating lesbian crawl across the other opponent.
It's pretty good.
Which is just kind of...
I abhor it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Meh. Which, fine, whatever, but it never results in anything good. She never pins anyone that way. They always, like, punch her in the stomach and get out of it. It is
pointless. It's pointless.
And the worst part is it's pointless because this is at the point where everyone in the crowd has gone to the bathroom or gone to get more nachos. Nobody's looking.
Anyway, the booking to this one I objected to because it was like, you had a Divas title match that was crap that led to a pointless Divas tag team match at WrestleMania that had no stakes to it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what was the point of this? The answer is there was no point.
There were a lot of matches in WrestleMania that had no point.
And this match wasn't that good.
I've seen way worse, I will say that. A good match from the Bellas is hard to come by. Like, they're jumping into the ring is the most impressive thing they ever do.
Backstage, they were congratulating Daniel Bryan on his Intercontinental title win. I would say they should be giving their condolences. This was another example where
congratulations on that albatross around your neck.
This is another one where they trotted out as many old people as they could for the nostalgia pop. Pat Patterson, Roddy Piper. Ricky Steamboat, who did the worst ever Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah!
Yeah, I felt embarrassed.
He was like, as my
just
friend...
be Ricky Steamboat.
As my friend Randy Savage would say, oh, yeah! And then he walked off. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah!
I always wonder how much the old wrestlers get paid for these appearances.
And then Ric Flair came over, went, woo! And then chopped Ricky Steamboat for no reason in the chest.
Thank you, Ric Flair.
And then there was Bret Hart, who you fail to recognize because...
I haven't seen Bret Hart in so long.
Because he looked ancient.
I remember him as he was in, like, what, 1992?
Yeah, the pink and black attack.
It's like not seeing your dad for 15 years and then realizing he's gotten old. It's terrifying.
Scooch over. Towards me. You're crawling out of shot. Scooch over towards me. Then there was the United States Championship, also known as the most obvious predictable finish in wrestling history. It was the America's Last Best Hope. No, really.
America's last best hope.
Our last best hope for the country. Mm-hmm. John Cena versus Rusev Machka. With Lana. And I swear to God, Lana was gorgeous.
Lana looked great. My God, she looked like the Queen of Winter.
I know.
I want her to be my, like, fairy godmother or something.
She looked like a queen.
She did.
So then the Russian army attacked and started firing artillery into the crowd.
The tanks.
They started firing into the crowd, killing hundreds. I'm not kidding.
No, the best part was when Rusev shows up in the tank.
Well, he showed up in a really crappy tank.
It was a really tiny tank.
You'd think he'd get a better one because, I mean, he's been winning all year, doing these wonderful things, you know, bringing honor and glory to Russia, and this is the tanks he gets?
Well, you know, they can't spare that many. They're expensive. But the funniest part was that I was pretty sure that, like, he was, like, waist deep in it. I'm like, there's no way he could have fit any further into that tank. He would never have gotten out again.
Yeah, this dude is built like a fucking large thing.
He's a tank all on his own. You cannot fit one tank inside another.
If you try to run him over with the tank, I feel sorry for the tank.
Yeah.
This dude is...
He'd probably just flip the tank.
It's actually kind of hard to see on TV because he's not as tall as a lot of the guys. So if you look at this guy, you might think he's not that big. But if you look at him...
Look at his thighs at some point.
Check
They're
out
like
his...
tree trunks.
Look at his legs. And look how broad he is. Mm-hmm. This guy, there's you can't see it, but there's like the room to our furnace is like these big double French doors. Mm-hmm. He could probably fit through those. Probably. He is. I guarantee you, he could not fit through your average door without turning sideways.
Probably not.
This dude is so thick my God.
So yeah, seeing him in a tank that was too tiny, it was like watching somebody like wearing shoes that are obviously way too small. The tank was too small for Rusev.
And then John Cena comes out and he has a fucking towel.
Yeah, he got nothing spectacular whatsoever. Usually he'll get like fake soldiers there to salute him, or he'll get a school band. He'll get something.
He had a fucking towel.
He just held up his...
And he was so proud of it, too. He's all...
His tiny, what, we call it his balls
his
towel?
His balls towel, I don't know.
It's for wiping your balls, because it's as big as you can possibly use it for.
I don't know why I came up with that. Like, he comes out of the shower and he has a special towel for his balls. Just for that. I don't know where I got that stupid imagery.
And that's why it's so small. Ooh, burn!
Ooh, no, that's actually a fairly big towel, so...
For balls, I guess,
For balls, yeah. But... Yeah,
I don't even think he bothered to toss anything to anyone.
No, he did. He threw.
Did he? Did he? Okay, because he kind of just went right to the ring. It was like, it was almost like a jobber entrance.
No. But yeah, he didn't get no fucking.
He got no tanks. Yeah, that's for damn sure.
No tanks.
I figured with the whole Murica angle they've been pushing, they'd have like soldiers and flags and fireworks and. No, it was just his regular entrance from everyday Raw or SmackDown.
Well, no, they did that video package, which made me ill.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's why I said the last best hope for Merca, where what really made somebody brought it up. The second view through the second viewing actually was what made this match worse for me in a way. Was I have a couple friends who were in the military, and this pissed them off because near the second half of that video they start pretty shamelessly like using footage of soldiers, and not just stock footage, just like using footage of soldiers fighting in Afghanistan, and you know Iraq and stuff like that, and using it, exploiting them to get John Cena over.
Like, I'm sorry, but he was never in the military.
No.
He was in a movie about the military.
Like, you were in the Marine, you are not the Marine.
Yeah. You cannot use that. I don't care how much respect you have for the armed forces. You were never there. You don't get to salute.
That saluting thing, that's always
The saluting thing bugs me.
I mean, honestly...
He's got dog tags. What do they say on him? Like,
I don't fucking know.
His blood type.
Oh, I forgot my dog tags! Wait!
Oh, no!
Wait!
Oh, no! This is all from a trip to the dollar store, by the way. Oh, I'm gonna wear mine. I don't think I want to do this.
My head is too big.
You'd have to open it.
I gotta show you the dog tags that I got.
We got these at the dollar store because reasons.
Well, I got a lot of them, but I picked two.
We each had to pick our two favorites.
So I picked Dolph Ziggler and the Cena Nation.
That's how you can tell it's from the dollar store.
You can tell these are quality because I'm part of the Cena Nation.
That's what he's gonna call it when he takes over the armed forces. And apparently I got Roman Reigns and Randy Orton because I knew they were gonna win. But actually I picked them afterward because they did win. I didn't want to pick people who would lose.
So yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot these.
That's fine. I'm not wearing mine. They're just gonna sit here. They're made of plastic. Even the tag part is fucking plastic.
I know. The chain.
We paid $1 for these, and I feel like we deserve money back.
Oh no, these are great. I'm gonna wear
Did they misspell anyone's name on any of them? Like,
no,
just the Cena Nation thing that they got wrong. Oh, and there was a Roman Reigns one, but it had the logo for the Shield on it.
Yeah, it says Roman Reigns and then has the Hounds of Justice on it.
Yeah.
So, there we go, Dolph.
Beautiful.
Okay. I have no idea what the dog tags were. I'm guessing maybe they were like a gift or something from a real soldier. I'm hoping.
Otherwise,
if they just say John Cena.
No, I'm assuming they say like he's allergic to penicillin or something.
Blood type A.
Blood type.
So they have a match, and it's pretty good. And that's about all I can say for it.
It was pretty good. Pretty good. As far as Cena matches go, it was one of the better ones. Cena did some things that were not the same things he always does.
He actually... There was a weird move that he, like, invented.
Yeah. Which I thought was kind of cool, actually.
I don't know. What was that?
I don't know what it was.
It was a springboard, ass-first, stone-cold stunner.
Yeah. But I will give him props for trying very hard. Because, here's the thing. I don't like... As a fangirl, I'm not a Cena fangirl. But, like...
I'm a member of the Cena Nation.
And the Dolph Ziggler fan club, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that booty. Come on. But as a worker, an employee, I admire, like, how hard he works. And I honestly feel really bad and embarrassed for him when people boo John Cena. Like, I just feel like... I feel sad for him. It's terrible. I don't want to keep watching his matches because they're all the same match, but... I feel like when you work that hard, you should be rewarded in some way.
They are fucking thunder shitting on him right now, man.
I mean, yes, he is rewarded in some way, and that way is millions of dollars, but still, I feel bad for someone who works that hard without stopping through just about every injury and still has people treating him like shit.
I feel bad for the kids, I really do, because there's so many, especially on Raw.
Oh, yeah.
There were these little kids.
They always look like they're gonna cry.
And no, they didn't actually. Well, not that I saw, but like
they're trying so hard though. They're like counteracting it. They're like, Cena, yeah.
The kids are doing his little, this like I'm an asshole hand thing. You're like, yeah, I do, and they all got their fucking foam fingers up in the air, and they love him so much. They love him so much, and then they're just like, fuck you, Cena.
Yeah.
And I'm just like.
This Raw, I felt really bad for him.
Oh, God.
It depends on what city he's in. Some cities really support him. Some cities really hate him. This city apparently really fucking hated him on Raw because...
Wow. Well, it's a WrestleMania crowd, so they're going to hate him. But yeah.
Even his usual aw shucks didn't work. He looked upset.
He kind of cut a heel promo on him. But, I mean, what else...
But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
What else do you do?
Yeah. Again, I feel like... I don't know. I just feel like you should be nice to everyone, so... I can understand not liking a wrestler, but don't shit on his work as long as he's dedicated.
I really wonder what the kids think when they're so big, they love him so much, and then they hear, John Cena sucks! And they're like... Like, do they even, like, notice that?
Do they notice it? Or?
They must notice it, but are they just like, oh, like, Dad... is doing this.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they don't notice as much because their parents are not saying it.
Oh, I bet they are.
Their parents are not going to crush their hopes and dreams that way unless they're real assholes. Well, I know you would. But then,
shut up, son.
In the middle of any Cena match, you start hearing the two chants.
Yeah.
The high-pitched, Let's Go Cena, which is all... The Let's Go Cena is all the little kids and the women, and then the Cena sucks is all the guys, so...
But yeah, I'm like, do the kids really...
Do they comprehend it all?
Do they understand that? Do they understand why people don't like him, or is it...
I don't think they do.
But especially like when it's really riotously negative.
Yeah.
Coming down towards him.
Yeah.
Because it must upset them. I can't imagine why it wouldn't... Because it would upset me, I would think.
It upsets me, and I don't even like Cena that much. Like, I just feel
like, why don't they like John Cena?
bad for him.
Why don't they like him? So yeah, I kind of feel bad sometimes when that happens. Not that bad, no.
Anyway, the Cena-Rusev match wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. Now they're like... Now you ask...
Then again, to be honest, I don't remember how it ended.
He sidestepped Rusev as he was charging. Rusev hit Lana. And...
Which, again... Cena is a terrible babyface.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
No, I would, because, okay, hear me out. Let's say it was Rusev versus, out of nowhere, Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah, out of nowhere.
And Lana gets knocked down. Sami Zayn would go down there and check on her and make sure she was okay. He'd go get her a fucking ice pack from the back.
He would...
Does John Cena care? No.
No.
A woman just got knocked down. She's obviously hurt. He don't give a fuck. He doesn't care at all.
Even when Rusev is actively berating her on the outside, he doesn't help her up.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you! You're fired, and like what runs off. He says Bulgarian or whatever.
Cena just doesn't care.
He's like, I got a title, and then he runs off.
Yeah, again, Cena's a bad face in that like he doesn't have any friends. He doesn't rescue anyone almost ever.
Not Aeolus.
Aeolus.
He doesn't rescue Aeolus.
He doesn't rescue Ziggler. He doesn't rescue anyone who's ever been on his side. It's like people are getting wailed on, and everyone's like, "Where's Cena?" He's in the back lifting weights, looking at himself in a mirror.
Sami Zayn would have donated a kidney.
Sami Zayn would have like picked Lana up and carried her to the hospital while Rusev beat him about the head and shoulders, and he lost.
This is true.
That's what you do when you're a face. You protect the ladies, you protect your friends.
It's chivalry.
Cena doesn't care about the ladies, and Cena doesn't have any friends.
He would have gotten out of the way of the charging Rusev, realized what he'd gotten out of the way of, and then gotten back in the way to shield Lana.
To try, and like, she still probably would have gotten knocked down, but he would have tried.
He would have felt terrible.
No, instead, it's like, we're supposed to think this is a clever move, like Indiana Jones
He didn't know that Lana was there.
I think he did.
Oh.
I just think he doesn't give a fuck about anyone but John Cena is the problem.
Oh.
Like, at least that's the way they portray him. And you'd think if he's the biggest face in the company, the one that all the kids admire, they'd show him doing noble, chivalrous things, and they never do.
But
he's only good because they say Cena's good.
But he won the US title.
And because he sometimes, like, says, "Yay, America." Like, he has no deeds, only words. And that's what bothers me. Don't laugh.
No, as the Megaforce says, that's what's important. Deeds.
I just think that if you're supposed to be a good guy, you should be doing good guy things. Mm-hmm. And that's one of my biggest problems. They've been doing a little bit better with it lately. But my big problem with, like, watching Raw, at least, is that good guys have no friends and don't rescue each other anymore. Like, you'll see Ziggler getting wailed on by everyone, and will anyone come out and help him? No.
The vigilante Sting would.
Once.
Twice.
Now, the second time he didn't help him. He waited until he was unconscious and then kind of dragged him over Seth Rollins.
He didn't so much save him as...
he didn't save him, he positioned him. But
Rusev finally acted like a heel.
Yeah,
And that during the ring announcements, Cena was getting introduced first, and he's like, "No!
Yeah.
No, me!
Yeah.
You introduced me first."
Yeah.
And that was like, wow, a heel thing.
It's only
happened.
within the last few weeks that they've actually started making Rusev act like a bad guy.
And he treated Lana like shit.
Yeah.
Which was a heel thing to do. I was like, wow.
Poor Lana.
Okay. The reason I had a problem with this match was people are like, well, Rusev is done. He's done. He's what's the point of Rusev now?
Oh, yeah.
He's lost the US title. He's stuck with a shitty anti-USA gimmick. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to care now because he's not undefeated. Mm-hmm. He's over.
Although the funny thing is, they defeated him before he was defeated when they made Cena run in and choke him out twice.
They made him tap. They choked him out.
Why would you do that? It's like you just destroyed any menace going into the WrestleMania fight. But...
Well, that's the build. But he's done. I mean, he's no longer this unstoppable beast. He's lost the US title. And now without Lana being his, kind of mouthpiece, there's nothing left to him.
If they bring back the lawyer.
Oh, the
Russian
lawyer would be so
guy.
great. No, it wouldn't be. So
it was so bad.
So now, I know what people are saying right now. Well, you can't have him remain undefeated forever. Yes, you can. No, you can't. So there's some things I would have to add to that as, conditions here. Mm-hmm. One being, you don't give him the anti-USA gimmick to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to cut that one off right there. Two is, if you're going to have somebody beat him, don't have it be John Cena. Mm-hmm. It's nothing against John Cena. It's that he didn't need this.
Yeah.
And that's really the story of this entire WrestleMania, now isn't it?
Yeah. Well, like, once again, it felt like they had to include Cena, but they didn't know what the fuck to do with him.
So
There are a ton of other people who could have had a more legitimate grudge against Rusev.
Sure.
Cena just kind of popped in out of nowhere going, "You don't mess with America."
Right. Now, I mean, well, it did make sense because he's the Marine, but if you're gonna end Rusev's, dominant streak, and WrestleMania was the time to do it, okay. Cena didn't need it, though. And in fact, even now, Rusev has done more to elevate the United States Championship, which up until now was seen as basically next to the IC title as a jobber championship as anything else. He hasn't lost in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Great. It's now got some prestige. Rusev has held it. He's defended it. He's been a great champion. It now has some cachet.
Mm-hmm.
Now John Cena has it, but even for John Cena, they've been trying to build this. This made me laugh every time they said it. It's the most important match of his career. It's even made you laugh.
Yeah, the second I heard that, I was like, wait, no, it's not.
This is some bullshit right here.
Are you stupid?
This is complete bullshit.
And again, they're relying on the whole "it's for America" thing.
Not only...
Like had Cena lost, we'd suddenly all be under the domain of Vladimir Putin.
Now, I know they gotta make these matches seem important because it's WrestleMania, and if they said, this is a match, well, this would be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But to say it's the most important match of his career when he's had world title matches, he's had the first, he's had title unification matches,
Mm-hmm.
The world title and the WWE title. Like, no.
Yeah.
It's not the most... It's not.
No.
Okay, so... But,
Like, I mean, you could even argue that, like, while he was trying to be, corrupted by Bray Wyatt was more important than
the
this.
fate of the universe!
Yeah, the fate of all our spiritual well-being hung on John Cena at one point.
The fate of the world. I'm not even kidding. He said this. Literally. If Bray Wyatt escaped that cage, the world would end.
The message of Bray Wyatt would spread and do things.
The fate of the world was at stake if Bray Wyatt escaped that... By the way, he escaped that cage, and we're fine, so...
Well, then again, his cult broke up, so...
Yeah, so that fucked up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that was more important.
He needs a new cult. He should go find the fake druids and see if they'll be his cult now.
Yeah, they were trying to make that cage match seem really important, so the fate of the world was at stake if he escaped the fucking cage.
And his legacy.
His legacy!
Legacy!
At WrestleMania, his legacy was at stake if Bray...
Think of your legacy, John!
Don't hit him with the chair, John!
Even the referee cried.
Psychology ref.
Mm-hmm.
And then, at the next pay-per-view, he threw a set of fucking stairs at his face.
Yeah.
Into his face, really. But here, no, this is the most important match because of America.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, we have nobody else in America who can possibly stop Rusev. Actually,
I really liked it better when a few months back it was Mark Henry versus Rusev, because I really liked Mark Henry as a face, and I really he was crying at the national anthem.
Aww.
He had so much patriotism in his soul. He was probably shitting red, white, and blue.
Shitting red is white or blue is not good.
Well, maybe he had a muffin. I don't know. But that I was hoping he would be the one to beat Rusev, and instead they just kind of screwed him over, made him a heel, and now where is he? I haven't seen him in a while.
He was on SmackDown. He was one of those guys that Roman Reigns beat because he was like, I don't think you have what it takes to beat Brock, and so then he beat
I just think he makes a much better babyface than a heel. Like, you can't cry at the national anthem and then suddenly a week later be evil. It just doesn't work.
He was tag teaming with Rusev in later months because he was evil.
God,
it was
he's
great.
Like, you're right.
No, he was on the Survivor Series team with Rusev. That was where it was.
Yeah, he was. Fuck.
But anyway,
I would have. If anything, I liked Mark Henry. I wanted him to get a better push. And instead,
you missed his world title run. That was the bummer.
Yeah.
But anyway, forget what I was talking about.
Sorry.
No. It was worth going on because it's worth talking about how the journey of the U.S. Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cena did not need this, and it made sense why they were putting him in WrestleMania. But this, if you were gonna have somebody end this undefeated streak, to end this titanic reign of the unstoppable Russian beast, you needed to have this needed to make somebody's career.
Mm-hmm.
You have this match at WrestleMania. You have essentially what is a mid-card title to launch somebody out of the mid-card.
Mm-hmm. Or, honestly, if we were going to do this, I would have expected them to throw Rusev at Roman Reigns.
This would have been a good match for Roman Reigns.
It would have been way better. Like, they threw him too high, too fast, is the problem. Not that I'm sure who I would have preferred to fight Brock Lesnar.
Daniel Bryan. No, but
Daniel Bryan, yeah.
I don't know who. But my point is, this needed to be a match for somebody kind of up and coming.
Yeah.
Or somebody that you wanted to break out this year.
Yeah. Or someone who just has been, like, languishing for a while.
Yeah. And you didn't even need to be this big patriotic Save the USA gimmick. But if you're going to have him end this streak, end this undefeated thing, these undefeated streaks are like the one thing that matters anymore. Mm-hmm. And then you just had John Cena kill it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, wow, well, he really needed that.
Yeah. And that's, again, for me, that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that, like, the week preceding, he choked him out twice.
Yeah, and so that killed him.
With no fucking effort.
Yeah,
no
he took
effort
him down
whatsoever.
At will.
Yeah.
At will.
And then he made poor Lana cry.
That's great babyface, too, making women cry.
Yeah, you're basically extorting a woman with threat of bodily harm to her person that she cares about.
So, yeah.
Has he ever apologized to her? No. No, because she's Russian, she's evil, except she just has the smile of a kindergarten teacher every time Rusev does something good.
She's so happy when he does good stuff.
I'm sorry, but I just find Lana so cute.
This was the next thing that happened was really my second favorite thing on the fucking card was the Authority came back out to, I don't even know why they came out, just to like gloat over shit.
They do that, yeah.
And then The Rock comes out for essentially no reason.
Yeah, just again
to threaten Triple H.
To trot somebody out for celebrity reasons.
They basically came out for...
I'm surprised he did come out with how it didn't work after Roman Reigns won the Rumble. Everyone was like, we don't fucking care, Rock, boo!
Yeah, Stephanie and Triple H came out for no reason but to be assholes, and then The Rock came out for no reason but to call them assholes.
Yeah. It wasn't even assholes, it was like jerk parents. Yeah.
And then Stephanie, like, slapped him really hard in the face.
Hard enough that he did have a red mark on his face. I wonder if he knew she was going to hit him that hard.
Yeah. And then told him to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks all whipped and then fucks off. Mm-hmm. And then so he's, like, circling the ring, and then he sees Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, Internet, you have failed me. You did not tell me how fucking adorable she is. Had I known, I would have been looking up her fights way before this.
I was telling you how cool Ronda Rousey was.
You were telling me how cool she was, but you didn't tell me she looked like the girl next door who defeated the zombie apocalypse. Like, that's important. I was like, you were describing her, and I was picturing China. Instead, she looks more like...
No, that's not nice to China.
I'm not saying China's ugly. I'm saying she's huge.
Okay.
She's a brute. Ronda Rousey looks like I said, the girl next door that you fall in love with, and then
she's lovely, yes.
Who saves your ass from the demon horde invasion.
Okay, well, The Rock...
These are the stories that go through my head when I look at people. Sorry.
Fair enough. Now, The Rock invites her into the ring, and not knowing the kimchi that she's in, Stephanie proceeds to not necessarily, like, well, at some point, like, threatens her.
Mm-hmm.
And this was, like, my favorite fucking thing ever. It's like, I don't know what The Rock told you about, you know, coming into this ring and having a WrestleMania moment, but, this isn't the Octagon. This is my ring. This, you're here to, you don't belong here. This is my ring. And, Ronda very calmly takes the microphone and says, any ring that I go into is my ring. Mm-hmm. And so then she gets pissed, Steph, and starts threatening her. Mm-hmm. And then The Rock, with great amusement, like, interrupts her. Because Ronda's giving her that look, that ice cold look.
That's a good look, too.
She's known for that look. And so The Rock actually stops her and goes, that look right there, like, I need to stop you. Like,
Steph, I need to tell you.
This right here, like, this will be the last thing that you see on this earth. Because she is about, this look represents like what's about to happen to you. She's gonna like reach down your throat and pull out your ovaries and jump rope with your fallopian tubes.
Yeah.
Like,
which made me just wonder, does The Rock know how long a fallopian... They're not that long.
This really bothered you too.
And I would have gone with intestines because there's a lot of them, but fallopian tubes...
She's gonna stretch them.
Fallopian tubes would make like handlebars, maybe. That was your anatomy lesson.
Anyway. So, like, Triple H, I'm sorry, The Rock was going, like, you know, I've beaten The Undertaker, and she scares me. As she should. So, I was begging at this point for, you know, Stephanie, being a fool, proceeds to continue to threaten her, like, doubling down on the threatening, hoping that she can, like, overbear her. And so they start to square off on each other. And at this point, I was just kind of hoping that Ronda would charge... and then bypass Stephanie entirely, and then take down Triple H. Which is kind of what happened.
It's kind of what she did.
Because, like, Triple H, like, charges The Rock. She steps in the way and, like, judo throws him.
Yeah. She tosses him like he weighs about 5 pounds. And he immediately just rolls out of the fucking ring and runs. He's like, bye, darling. I hope you do good with that lady who's gonna kill you. Bye.
That reminds me. Those bruises on Triple H's ass.
My God, yeah, they were terrible.
What happened to Triple H's ass in that match? I don't know if that happened before or during.
If it happened during, that was a hard
wow. Hit. It must have happened during.
Go back and watch it again. It looks like that man won't be able to sit down for a week. There's just like black and purple down his whole thigh.
I noticed it after he did this flip dive over the corner. He's kind of known for that move. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he hit something or what, but there's this fucking bruise or a burn. I don't know.
It's this long. No, it was a bruise because it was purple.
It's like T-shaped or something like that. It goes right down the back of his thigh. Mm-hmm.
I was wincing just looking at it because that looked like it hurt.
And the outside of it is purple. Mm-hmm. That's usually the inside of a bruise. And the inside of it is black. Mm-hmm. That's bad.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt.
I've never seen a black bruise.
Yeah, that's
bad times.
I can't imagine how hard you have to get hit for that to happen.
No, that's bad, isn't it? Like,
well, I mean,
a
bruise is broken blood vessels under your skin. So the darker it is, I guess, the more broken blood vessels.
I've never had a black bruise.
They change colors as they heal. So you know when they get to the green point, they're getting better, but. Black and purple?
I've never had that.
Me neither.
He
must have fallen on a corner of something wrong. Maybe, well, you know, Sting had a baseball bat in his pocket. Maybe he fell on Sting's baseball bat.
Well, I mean, this didn't happen when things broke down. This was like mid-match. Mm-hmm. That had to fucking kill. Or maybe it was that pull up his ass.
No, then you'd see, like, the black and blue going up his spine.
Or it was, like, fighting the Terminators earlier? Like, he took a plasma bolt? Jesus, man, this bruise.
Yeah, it was bad enough that we're telling you about it, apparently.
No, it was bad. Wow.
I felt sympathy butt pains for Triple H's butt.
Well, seriously, like, I don't know how he's sitting down. A bruise that bad and that huge... Like, what do you do? Like, I was going to say, like, does this require surgery?
No. But you lay on your other side for a few weeks.
Like, you must, immerse yourself in ice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but this was fucking hideous.
That's when you bust out the icy hot and...
No, you couldn't even touch it. I doubt you could even touch that, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a black bruise, that's like car accident bad. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It looked bad. Anyway.
No, but he took a judo throw on his ass.
Yeah. Was that after? That was after.
That was after.
Right? Yeah, wow.
I'm like...
Props to Triple H for taking bumps when he's already taking bumps so hard that he's turning colors humans should not be.
Yeah, if I took a judo throw on my bruised ass like that, I'd be making tracks too.
Judo throw from Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, Steph, goodbye.
He's lucky his leg didn't just like snap off at the hip and like go flying into the audience.
Man, if I had a bruise that bad and I took a judo throw from Ronda Rousey on that, I would be screaming at a pitch so loud only dogs could hear it. It would be so bad. Wow, that would light you up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Still, that was really cool when she just tossed Triple H like he weighed about as much as a Cabbage Patch doll. And that made me think to myself, I wish this is what the divas were like. I wish that I could have a lady hero like her, who she's not like prudish, but she's not flaunting every ounce of boob and ass she has. She's more than Playboy material. And yet at the same time, she doesn't need to prove that she's tough. She just stands there and looks at you, and if you fuck with her, she takes you apart. That's all I need. Is that so much to ask for?
Yeah, it is, really.
I guess I need to start watching MMA instead of wrestling when I want to see women fight.
Yeah. I'm
just sad that she didn't really armbar anyone.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if she would armbar Steph, although you may get to see that. I'm wondering if this is going to lead to a match.
She did grab the hell out of her arm, at which point Steph starts selling it like her arm is breaking.
Well, it wouldn't take much.
Oh my god, she's yelling.
Oh my god! It wouldn't take much.
And of course, at this point, like, Triple H is, like, already backstage.
Oh, God.
Leaving her to her own devices.
Honestly, in a fight, she would destroy Triple H.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put good money on Triple H.
As long as she had her arms free, yeah, she could probably take him.
Jesus Christ. What I'm wondering at, and if I stopped to think about this, is why did Dana White allow this? Dana White runs UFC. Mm-hmm. This should not have happened. Ronda Rousey is under contract to UFC. Mm-hmm. He does not allow his fighters to do shit like this.
Really?
No.
There must have been a lot of money changing hands then.
Or there was some kind of deal. Because this doesn't happen. You know, if Brock Lesnar was under contract with UFC, for instance, Brock would not be in a WWE ring F5ing people. Because it's his fighter. He's not going to let his fighters get hurt before a match. So, like, if Ronda Rousey's going to have a match later on this year, he's not going to let his fighter get hurt twisting her ankle, playing some grab ass in a WWE ring, having a fake fight.
Well, that's why I say it must have been somebody throwing a lot of money.
Or a deal. So I'm really wondering what the politics behind that was, because there had to be something going on with Dana.
Or maybe it's like, you know, let us do this and WWE will like promote your stuff or something. Or there's cross-promotional things, which also is hard for me to believe because neither one of them, I mean, they see each other as competition. Yeah. And so I don't... Well, and I've even, like, up until Brock came around, I had heard that Vince McMahon didn't even like UFC. He thought it was barbaric.
Yeah,
like, so people actually hitting each other, that's just disgusting.
Yeah, right. So yeah, so I'm really curious about the situation there. It seems like there was a lot of negotiations, or maybe there wasn't, or maybe there was. I don't know. That's a really curious story that I'm interested in. But yeah, seeing Ronda Rousey actually throwing people around.
That was one of the high points of the night.
And I'm guessing there's some connection there to Brock, because coincidentally, you know, Brock not having a contract with the UFC, or maybe turning one down. I don't know, but dealing. You know,
I can't even imagine how much money Brock Lesnar makes. They must be like throwing him like gold toilets and slave boys and shit. Slave boys. Nubile ones. Because, like, what the hell are you promising him?
Why did Lana... Why did Lana throw her shoe?
Oh. My theory is that she was trying to hit Cena to distract him, but I do not know.
I was trying to think... Lana threw her shoe into the ring while Cena had the STF on.
That was, like, the least effective interference ever.
But what was she trying to do? I was like, okay...
Maybe, like, if he gets a shoe in the head, he'll, like, let go, or...
It lands in between the referee and the cluster that is Cena and Rusev in the STF, it lands in between the ref, who sees it, grabs the shoe, and throws it away.
Yeah, he kicks it out of the way.
He's like, dum dum dum.
The funniest part was that she apparently took her other one off because
well, you can't wear one shoe.
Yeah, when you see her later, she's barefoot. But...
Well, and I'm guessing the reason for that is she couldn't. There's no way she was going to take like a bump off the apron wearing those heels.
No.
Fuck that.
You'd break your ankle in half. Jesus.
So I'm guessing she threw the shoe in like metafiction to get the shoes off, so she could take that bump. But like, what was in character? What was the plan?
I think she was just trying to distract Cena. Like, I've seen people distracted by dumber things.
Yeah, but like
if
oh, you brute!
If Mizdow can get distracted by Miz ringing a little bell,
oh Christ Almighty,
then I'm sure Cena will wonder why a pretty little white rhinestone encrusted shoe has just hit him in the side of the head.
But what? Huh? But it didn't work because like this.
Yeah, she missed.
It would have been like Cena sees this shoe like a huh? Who? like no, he just saw this shoe.
And I'm not sure if she was supposed to miss or if she just had a really bad aim.
I think she had a really bad aim because like okay, like I'm sorry.
Then all that happened was that the ref was like, "Huh, kick."
Yeah, he was like, So like, was she
did
trying
not
to
work at all?
Was she trying to hit the referee? If so, disqualification. Was she trying to hit Cena? If so, disqualification. Was she trying to throw it to Rusev, who's going to use it as a weapon of some kind to get out of the STF? If so, disqualification.
That would have been really cool though if he like
gouged him in the
eye with her heel.
So I'm like, okay, what was your end game here? Because they all result in disqualification. Or was she just like trying to be like the only way she could express her anger was to like hurl a shoe?
Yeah.
Like just this impotent
stomping wasn't working anymore because Cena wasn't listening. So
yeah, because that's how she's like.
She does that. She stomps and yells.
And she's just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Not planning to hurt anybody. Just. That's all I could think of. It bugged me.
We'll never know.
Now
it's going to be a mystery forever.
Well, now the shoe has disappeared, so now the Russian lawyer guy can sue him to get custody of the shoe back.
Oh, no.
Miss Lana would like possession of her shoe back.
I like to think that later, like, Nikki Bella gets home and she's like, John, baby, what's this shoe doing here? Nothing.
I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about that. Some lady in the crowd threw me the shoe, and I kept it. I kept it. It was from Rusev. I can't remember. Oh, it was that Lana. What's her name?
That
just
woman,
digging a hole.
She's got a face and hair.
She's like 6 feet tall. Like,
I don't even know. She means nothing to me, baby.
This is like Gucci.
I thought I bought you new shoes, but they didn't give me the other one.
Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt.
Okay, as we move on.